After opening the second round with another disheartening straight-set loss to league-dominating NU, LaSalle's campaign in UAAP Season 84 seemed destined for a runner-up finish at best. With 3 losses so far, 2 to NU and 1 to UST, the Lady Spikers seem to be playing according to their youth and relative inexperience. It seemed that the only question left this season was whether any team would beat NU. Since that setback, the Lady Spikers rebounded with a 4-game winning streak, which they only lost 1 set. Along the way, they got payback for that earlier 5-set loss to UST with a dominating 4-set win. They beat FEU, UP, and UE in straight sets and are now in a perfect position to secure the twice-to-beat advantage in the playoffs entering the final week of the elimination round. So what did they do differently this time? Una sa lahat, nagpagupit sila ng buhok. Not just as a sign of unity, but also to return to a tradition that brought them great success in seasons past. Next, they needed a wake-up call, a different kind of challenge. The trash talking they received at the hands of FEU in their second round encounter seemed to have awakened the fire in the Lady Spikers as they reciprocated in kind while stepping up their game to take that tight first set. Maybe their competitive juices needed a bit of steering, but once they got going, the Lady Spikers were dominant to limit FEU to just 13 and 14 in the succeeding sets. It doesn't seem to pay to try to get the GOAT out of this team. Number 3, more players are stepping up. While the usual starters such as Thea Gagate and Alea Maluluan turned in their usual steady output, the team has been benefiting from the stellar performance of second stringers such as Erica Santos and Julia Coronel. Both players have been a spark off the bench as of late, providing key contributions both in attacking and defense. Even in tight games, Coach Ramil has been giving significant minutes to his bench players, showing his growing confidence that the team could find a way to win. Number 4, they seem to have found the ability to motivate themselves. It seems that the Lady Spikers need more motivation to awaken their competitive spirit, and the UST game showed just that. If you recall, it was the Tigresses that knocked out the Lady Spikers in the Final Four in the last completed season and had edged them in 5 sets in their first round encounter. Looking for payback, the Lady Spikers outsteadied UST in the first 2 sets, before suffering a momentary lapse of concentration to yield the 3rd set when they could have closed it out. It looked like they needed that challenge because they thoroughly silenced the Tigresses, limiting them to just 8 points in the 4th set. Probably more instructive is how they muzzled UST star Aya Laure, holding her to just 8 points in her lowest scoring game of the season. Motivation appears to fuel LaSalle's in-game energy. Number 5, better ball distribution compared to the first round. Team captain Mars Alba showed off her passing prowess, and this was clearly evident in the double-digit output of 5 Lady Spikers against UST. She activated the middle blockers, and Gagate and Fifi Sharma responded with 13 points apiece. Leila Cruz also came back from a subpar performance to top score with 15 points, while Jolina De La Cruz continued her steady game with 10. Number 6, leadership by example. Alba and De La Cruz, who received a lot of flack in the first round for their lackluster play, have begun to show their leadership as the seniors in this young team. Keeping opponents guessing is key to more effective attacking, and Alba is now able to vary her tactics and disguise her passes. She's able to read the opponent's setup and call the appropriate plays. De La Cruz, on the other hand, has minimized her unforced errors and also has become more aggressive and varied in her attacks, while maintaining her excellent floor game. Number 7, becoming more comfortable with each other. Having experienced actual competition, the players are now getting used to the college game and gone through tough games. They know what it means to lose and why they lost. They are also more confident in the abilities of their teammates, rely on them more, and the teamwork is becoming evident, particularly in the last few games. Number 8, the learning curve is now steeper. They've learned from their mistakes and have applied what they have picked up in those losses. The rate of learning has also accelerated as they start to master Coach Ramel's system. The Lady Spikers are now making less mistakes as the tournament approaches the last week of the eliminations. They move more surely on the floor and are not caught flat-footed too often anymore. And finally at number 9, they needed tough games to bring out their best. Easy wins can mask shortcomings in their games, and it's only the tight games that expose their weaknesses. That they've learned to reduce their obvious errors is an indication of the improvement. Interestingly, Cellar Dweller UE gave them an unexpected tough game, but they passed the test without too much difficulty. This game probably was a good learning session as well, as UE, with nothing to lose, kept it close. The games against Ateneo and Adamson will be a good indication of the progress of the Lady Spikers. Both the Blue Eagles and the Lady Falcons are vying for the playoffs behind NU, LaSalle, and UST, and the outcome can well determine the placing in the expected stepladder series, assuming NU sweeps their last 2 games. We'll know more after the last elimination round games on Thursday.